Hello and welcome to the 7th in my series of packet tracer problem solving videos. My name is Chris Gordon and we are going to build a network from the ground up this time. Everything from connecting things with wires to setting up VLANs and VTP servers. So that takes quite a while. Let's get started. First thing we're going to do is we're going to connect the fast Ethernet interface on the ISR router, this guy here, to the fast Ethernet interface on floor 1 switch. Now, because those are two different types of devices, a router and a switch, we use a straight through cable, not a crossover cable. However, in the case of switch to switch, which is the next one we're going to do, we're going to go from gigabit Ethernet on here, 1.1, to gigabit Ethernet 1.1 on here. We had to use a crossover because we're going from a switch to a switch. And same here, gigabit 1.2 to gigabit 1.1. Okay, there's that. Next, we're going to configure, according to this chart, the router and all three switches. So let's get going on that. Host name ISR underscore RTR. Enable password Cisco 123. Now normally I would say enable secret, but it doesn't want me to do secret with this one, so whatever. Configure the VTY, also known as the telnet password. Don't forget to tell it to log in, otherwise you'll have a password but no way to input it, and that won't let you in. Password class, log in, save it. Okay. Now for floor 1 switch. Host name, floor 1 switch, and enable password Cisco 123, VTY 04. Oh, I needed to finish that, or start that actually. Line VTY 0 space 4, password, class, login, exit, line console 0, password, class, login, save it, floor 2. Enable conft configuration terminal, host name, floor 2 underscore SW, and enable password Cisco 123, line VTY 0 space 4, configuring 5 lines of simultaneous telnet if need be. Password, class, login, exit, line, console 0, password, class, login, save it, and switch 3. that's all done. And now we set interfaces on all of the switches to trunk ports. So what we're going to do then is... Uh-oh, I forgot what port that I plug that into. That's okay, we can show CDP neighbors, and that will tell us. Oh, floor 2 switch is hooked up to gig 11, so interface gig 11, switch port mode trunk, no shut. Save that. Floor 2, same deal, do a show CDP neighbors. Floor 1 switch is on gig 11, so interface gig 11, switch port mode trunk, no shut, and floor 3 is on gig 12, so interface gig 1/2, switch port mode trunk, no shut, save it. Did I save floor 1? Yes I did. Okay, good. Floor 3. Floor 2 is on gig 11 on this one, so interface gig 11, switch port mode trunk, no shut. Okay, save it. Now it wants me to set the interface on floor 1 switch connecting to the ISR router as a trunk port. Now, I remember what one I actually hooked that up to, so we'll just do it that way. Interface FA0/24, switch port mode trunk, no shut, save it. And now we enable the interface on the router that's connecting to floor 1, and that is Fast Ethernet 00. Okay, and then from there we want to configure some sub-interfaces. FA0/0.20, encapsulate it into .1Q because that is what trunking is technically called. It's 802, it's IEEE 802.11, I'm sorry, .1Q is the standard name. So .1Q, and that is VLAN 20. Give it an IP address of 192.168.20.1 and a subnet mask of 255.255.255.0. No shut it. Exit and continue. Interface FA0/0.25, and we want to encapsulation that .1Q for VLAN 25. Assign its IP address 192.168.25.1 with that 255.255.255.0 subnet mask. No, shut it. Exit. One more to make. Interface fast Ethernet 0/0.30. And we want to encap that .1q 30, because it's VLAN 30 it's going to be hooking to. And IP address 192.168.30.1. And I forgot the subnet mask because I'm dumb. There we go. No, shut it. Save. And go on. Next we're going to configure a VTP domain. Fun, okay. So floor 1 is apparently going to be the server, as it says here, and floors 2 and 3 will be clients, but it wants me to configure the clients first, so that's where we'll start. So to do that we need to get back to global config mode, so just exit that, and hey, that's global config mode. So VTP mode client, and it says the domain is site X. Sounds mysterious. So VTP domain site X. Okay. VTP password Cisco VTP. Okay, that's that. Save it. Floor 3, same deal. VTP mode client, VTP domain site X, VTP password Cisco VT and P. Alright, save that. Now we set up the server. Pretty much the same deal. VTP mode server, VTP domain site X, VTP password Cisco VTP. Okay. Save. Go to the next step. Now on the same server we want to configure 3 VLANs, which is pretty easy. So in this, right where I'm at in global config mode, we just say VLAN, in this case 20, and we want to name it admin. Exit. VLAN 25. Name management. VLAN 30. Name finance, if I could spell. There we go. And save it. Okay, now those 3 VLANs should have spread to the other switches, so let's show VLANs. And there they are, 20, 25, and 30. Good. What about you? Yep, 20, 25, and 30. So those all spread just fine. And now we are to configure specific ports on specific switches for specific VLANs. How specific? Okay. So, interface fast Ethernet 0/1 as dictated by the instructions off to the side. We want to configure it for VLAN 20, so switch port mode access, telling it what type of port to be. There's only access and trunk, so 50-50 chance of being right? Switch port access VLAN 20. No shut, and save it. Floor 2, same deal, but VLAN 25. So interface fast Ethernet 0/1, switch port mode access, switch port access VLAN 25, no shut. Alright, and go ahead and save it. And switch, floor 3 switch. Interface fast Ethernet 0/1, switch port mode access, switch port access VLAN 30 for this one. No shut. Save it. Okay, and now it wants us to do a bunch of pinging, but in the interest of saving time, I will just say what should happen. Oh, I'm sorry. Still need to connect them. My bad. So, fast Ethernet 0/1 on each of these, the ones we just configured, needs to be connected to each of the PCs. Okay. There we go, and it says I'm 100% complete. Next page is a bunch of pings, but basically all this should work, because they can go out to the router to get out of their VLANs. Okay? I'm going to check the results now. It says I completed everything, and here's the little checklist of like 10 million things it wanted. And we got them all. So, I'm going to call that good, and I will see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.